This week on The Real Housewives of New York.
No, that's not great. You shut the everyone on speakerphone, and everyone is listening to you. What the
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today, we're going to be recapping the new episode of The Real Housewives of New York, Season 15, Episode 14. Let's get right into this. Okay, so the episode begins with a lot of foreshadowing for how this trip is going to basically become a disaster later on. But it actually begins where we left off last week. The women just arrived to the beach. Now, this happens to be the beach that Raquel grew up going to as a child, and she just loved it. And I love Ubah, and I defend her on almost everything, but this I can't defend. So she starts going off saying that the water is disgusting. She says, "I'm not going in that water, it's disgusting. I saw a dead bird, don't go in." Maybe maybe she thought that, maybe it was true, but because Raquel had already told them the significance, and mind you, this is Raquel's trip to Puerto Rico, her motherland. So yeah, I love Uba, but I'm not for that. I'm sure that if they went to Somalia and someone said that about a beach there, maybe she wouldn't have liked it. Now, unfortunately, Brynn takes the opportunity to use this against Uba, and she starts bad mouthing Uba to Raquel and the others. Raquel, Brynn, and Erin did end up going on the water. There was also a lifeguard there, and I guess that some of the women thought he was attractive, which is okay. He was way younger than all of them, though. But what does Brynn start to do? She says, "Let me go pretend I'm drowning so he can help me." And she's on the sand and starts crawling and moving in a sexual way. That poor lifeguard. Now, you see, moments like these make me think that Brynn needs to be locked up or medicated or probably both. That's just so embarrassing and so cringy and just so weird. Speaking of weird, why does Sai carry condoms around on a trip? Okay, so remember how she had told us that her foot really hurts because of that glass injury that she had? Well, she was saying here at the beach that it was hurting a lot, and she literally says, "Oh, I have a condom in my purse," and pulls it out and puts it over her foot. Again, why the hell? Listen, these group of women, they're something else. So then some of the women, they start doing some cool stuff on the water, but then it begins to rain super hard. It was a very hard rain, so they go back home. After a while, they shower, they changed, and then Erin goes over to Jessel's room, and Ubah's there, and so is Rebecca. Erin asks Jessel why was she so quiet, why she'd been so quiet, and Jessel says that it's because at dinner the other night, Brynn coming at her just really threw her off. So they actually go ahead and ask Erin what else was said about Jessel the other day. Because remember, Brynn, Sai, and Erin literally the day before had an entire conversation where they talked about Jessel, her house, her decor, her husband, and even her children. So Erin is asked what was said, but now all of a sudden, Kat's got her tongue. So not only is Erin a two-face, she's a hater, she's also a liar and a coward. I really appreciated Ubah pressing Erin on this. Ubah says, "You were there. What did you hear?" And Erin keeps saying, "Well, I think you should probably go ask Brynn and Sai. I was defending you, and yeah, they were the ones talking." Ubah says, "But you were there, so what did you hear?" "Thank you, Ubah, for defending your friend Jessel." Erin then says, "Well, I don't want to tell you because then you're going to label me as a pigeon." Oh, now all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, I can't with this Erin woman. So it's a little bit later, and Brynn decides to do a prank. She gives them all strands of hair that they're going to put on the bottom of their bikinis because Jenna had made a comment about hers, which I find disgusting to be honest. Raquel also has decided to talk to Ubah about the comments made earlier at the beach because it really did bother her. So everybody is acting like, oh, Raquel, be careful. Like, Ubah can't control her feelings. And Raquel wants to do it. She wants to bring it up privately, though. She doesn't want to do it in front of everyone, which I think that's a good idea. It looks like they had a plan to do synchronized swimming. So Jenna comes out with the little things that you put on your head. And then Jenna just sat there. She wasn't really catching a hint about that little prank that they were doing until Erin had to sort of signal what was going down there. And it made Jenna laugh. Okay. After that, they go change and put on their bathing suits and so they can go take a swim. And Raquel thinks that this is a good opportunity to go talk to Ubah. So Raquel goes after her to her room and says, listen, I was telling the girls that I didn't think it was really nice of you to say, oh, this water is disgusting. Don't go into the water. And Ubah says, but it was disgusting. There was a dead bird. I took a picture. And Raquel says, Ubah, it's a beach. Do birds not die in your country? And Ubah says, yeah, and if there were animals like that in my country, I would say the same thing. Sai then comes into the room as well, and Ubah then says, I didn't sign an NDA that I can't talk bad about Puerto Rico. Raquel says, I understand that, but do, you know all the things that this island has gone through. And Ubah says, yes, I do, because you haven't been here in 6 years. I actually came here 4 years ago. Then Sai agreed that the comments were a little insensitive. And then Ubah says, are y'all getting up on me because y'all are Puerto Ricans and we're in Puerto Rico? Oh my. Ubah then says that she was never trying to offend Puerto Rico. She says she just doesn't even like water in general. And I believe Ubah. I do believe that she wasn't trying to disparage the country of Puerto Rico and its people. I do believe that. But I do think that she could have just simply apologized and just been like, okay, maybe I didn't realize how my words landed, but that wasn't my intention. So it wasn't the best, but they did clear it up a bit. So then they go back outside. And Brynn starts to do what she does best, act like a degenerate psycho. And she starts talking about dudes and nudes, some weird stuff like that. Then they make Erin call her husband Abe. He gets put on speakerphone, and then Brynn starts talking to him in a very sexual way. And she's like, Abe, it's me and Erin. What are you thinking about? Take your dick out. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Now, again, mind you, he was on speakerphone. Everybody is listening. And Ubah did what someone would do. She says, no, Abe, stop. You're on speaker. Everyone is listening. And I'm glad that she did that because how was he supposed to know? Now, here's the thing. I don't know what type of man Abe is, but for his wife to have shown all of these ladies a picture of his penis, and then for his wife to have put him on speakerphone in front of everyone and had her friend start sexting or whatever the hell it was, is bizarre to me. Like, that is just crazy. But Ubah says, that's not cool. Have some respect. Some of us actually want a husband. Brynn then gets mad and she says, it's harmless. No, it's not harmless. Everyone is on Ubah, though. They're just like, loosen up. We're having fun. Again, I'm with Ubah. If that's what fun is to y'all must lack a lot of substance and your personalities y'all must have no personalities if this is what your idea of fun is. So now they're villainized Ubah, and Erin has the nerve, you guys, to say that what Ubah just did was disgusting. Oh my gosh. So Ubah, being mindful of Abe's privacy, that is disgusting, but what she did isn't. Wow. What I thought was disgusting, aside from Erin's little phone call, was also the way in which production and these women are trying to paint a very certain narrative when it comes to Ubah. They're literally playing flashbacks of every time that Ubah's been mad, and they all in their confessionals say something negative about her. Brynn even calls her exhausting and irrational. I don't like the way everyone is, bashing one person and trying to paint them to be one certain type of way. It's like they're painting her out to be the Wicked Witch. But anyway, Jenna then starts her synchronized swimming class. Jenna keeps calling Rebecca Rachel, which, to be honest, I understand how Jenna how she could get confused by that. So they do their synchronized swimming, for a second. They seem to be doing okay. I do love synchronization, like a little synchronized dancing, but That was nice. I had a little bit of fun, just a little bit, because Erin is quick. She just can't help herself. She says to Ubah, "I don't like what you did back there," and Ubah says, "I don't give an f. Don't do it in front of me then. Every minute you find something to be mad about." Erin then gets up and walks away, and Ubah splashes her with water. She was wet anyway. So then they go to the hot tub, and here she goes. Just Brynn here. She goes beginning the drama. So she says, "Thank you, Ubah, for having fun, because yelling about Abe isn't fun." Erin says, "Yeah, you acted like I was doing something bad to my husband who I love." Ubah says, "Were you? You should actually think that I'm a good friend. Just, again, don't do it in front of me." Brynn says, "Don't come at people's marriages." I was just like, ha! She's one to talk. Ubah says to Brynn, "Go take a nap. We're not even talking to you." And Brynn says, "Should I suck a D while I take a nap? Because that's what you said I did for work." And Ubah says, "No, no, 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 no. I said maybe you did, because I didn't. I am enough. Okay, I'm not fake." And Brynn says, "How am I fake?" And Ubah says, "Okay, I'll tell you. You are not who you say you are. Nobody knows who they are with you." Brynn then starts to say, "I fly private, not commercial like you." And Ubah says, "Ah, you fly private? With who? With somebody else's husband?" That was a good one. And then Brynn says, "You're literally a towels model. You're not Naomi. You're not Giselle." And Ubah says, "Naomi wish. Giselle wish." And then she gets up and says, "Go F yourself." So they all leave. Poor Raquel, her head was hurting because during the swimming, Jenna accidentally smacked her in the head. It was an accident, but it really did hurt. Okay, so people are going into the house, they're drying up, they're changing, the vibes are just horrible. The gremlins, Erin and Brynn, are talking about Ubah. That's all they talk about. And then they talk about having each other's back. Brynn is mad that she says she defends Erin every time when someone is yelling at her, but Erin doesn't do the same back. So now Erin is upset and she says that she will make it up to her. So here's the thing. Jessel, Ubah, and Sai are inside of the bathroom. And Jessel tells Sai how earlier in the day, Erin told her that she didn't say anything bad about her, that it was all Sai and Brynn, and that they should ask Sai and Brynn. So Sai then goes out to find Erin and says, "Why are you telling Jessel that it was just me and Brynn who were talking about her and that you weren't?" So then Erin goes to Jessel's room and she says, "You lied about what you said to Sai. I didn't say that. I actually defended you, but I won't ever do it again, and you have no friends." So now Jessel's just standing there like, what the hell is going on? Erin then also goes ahead and walks into Ubah, who's changing, by the way, and she literally says to Erin, "I'm naked, don't talk to me." But she does, and Erin says to Ubah, "Stop telling Brynn that she's a whore and that she sucked D for money. It's not okay." And Ubah just says, "Go F yourself." And that was the end of the episode. Oof. What a dysfunctional, just crazy, insane show this is. I'm done with Brynn and Erin. Can't stand them at all. I saw somewhere that Erin made a comment on some social media post where maybe it's because of the backlash or I don't know. She said that Abe actually was aware that the phone call was going to be had and that he was going to be on speaker. First of all, I doubt that's true. But if it is, that's even worse because it yet again goes to show that this show sucks. They have to keep doing these dumb pranks and produced moments. I just can't with this show. Next week is the season finale, and it looks like things are going to come to a point where it's going to be so bad that I think they said people had to be separated like physically. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on. But listen, I'm for Ubah and I'm for Jessel. Everybody else can leave. But you guys, let me know what your thoughts were. And again, I'm sorry if I came a little harsh when it came to the things these women are talking about. But listen, I'm not a prude. I'm not someone who's like, oh no, let's not talk about that. But I think there's a time and place for everything. And when you're doing this constantly, when it's coming to a level where it not only seems degenerate but also disrespectful, that's where I have a bit of an issue. But y'all, let me know what your thoughts are. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one.